of the things. And
Wow.
I decided to sign up maybe a week before it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was interesting. And it was really cool it felt like following my dreams because I got to talk about the issues that I was concerned about and the solutions that I had. Yeah, I didn't know, or I didn't realize how strong of a voice these people have and how much it has to do with helping the community directly or with directly facing issues in the community.
Can you tell me the process of what was that about? How did you have to sign up, and then that first?
You fill out an application and it has factual questions, and then there's a personal essay portion where you talk about what Miss Teen Arctic Circle or what Miss Arctic Circle means to you, and how you would enforce that in your community, and just getting an idea of how that person wants to help the community in the region. And there's a little section of the application asking about your future plans and goals. I represented the native village of Kotzebue.
How many contestants were there?
There were 5 for Miss Teen Arctic Circle and 2 for Miss Arctic Circle.
Okay.
And then the difference for the teen one, it's anyone under 18, and the Miss Arctic Circle is anyone above 18. And I turned 18 5 days after the pageant. That was funny.
You came in and swooped it.
We had a talent show where we got to choose, we chose the talent that we would show. And I did Native Youth Olympics, or NYO.
Wow.
And I demonstrated 3 games and talked about their origin: kneel jump, seal hop, and scissor broad jump. And they asked me what I would do for the community, or the first issue that I would address as Miss Teen. And I talked about the mental health resources. Yeah, how to help that in the community. That's the gist of it. And it was pretty cool how all of the girls, I don't know, we all got so confident, I feel like, by the end. And we made some really good friendships and a little community out of our people. And then the 4th day was the parade and coronation. And then the parade was really fun. I did it with my auntie and her friends and got ready for coronation. And then we were starting to think shoot, it's really happening.
Yeah.
And when we were all in line, all the contestants, we were all really focused and quiet, but excited. And I was really excited for the other contestants because I was really admiring them and how their voice and how they're heard, and the issues that they want to solve, and their attitude and mindset during the days that we were together. So cool. And then, of course, once I got crowned, I cried. And then afterwards, I wanted to hug my family right away, once we were done with the coronation. And then all the crowd that was standing a distance away, all came to me in Autumn and was asking for pictures and saying congratulations and wanting to talk to us. And it was so weird, like a celebrity moment. It was just, and I just wanted to hug everyone.
What were some of your topics of concern?
The biggest one was mental health resources. That's something that I'd like to focus on in our region, just especially for youth, like making sure that they know they're not alone and having resources for when they want help or need help. Another one is alcohol abuse or substance abuse in general. That's another hard thing in villages because I know it's easy in small villages to feel stuck where you are and hard to fight that addiction. And I was thinking of, once again, more resources and like a communal place and a rehab center if we can, because that would help if they had more resources in villages to fight that. I'm starting to think of Nome because of the conference I was just at.
Where were you just at?
The Conference of Young Alaskans.
Wow.
It focuses on, like, I think the age range was 16 to 25 for the delegates. And we learned about local government and how it ties to tribal government and state government. Cool. And what issues local government are allowed to address and how they affect the community. And then I thought we were just learning, but we ended up making resolutions and presenting them to the mayors of the state.
Wow.
Yeah. My group, we focused on quality of life. And I really focused on Nome for this conference. The 3 resolutions, one of them was to have more research done in our communities, because there's some things that we're trying to do and goals we're trying to create, but we don't have any research like saying how many people need it and like to find that balance. And another one was, for that resolution, we wanted to give natives like more resources with subsistence, but subsistence is a very limited word. Like it kind of focuses on fishing and hunting and doesn't address like everything that we harvest from the land and our language use and our education. And in that resolution, we wanted like the villages and cities to consider opening that up more for people and making it easier for everyone to live indigenously. And then the third one is a mix of helping homelessness and working on healthcare. Like in Nome, I know that some of the doctors here are only here for like a year. And that's a problem for people that live here and grow up here, like having a different doctor every time. And that was a focus for the healthcare one, is having like reliable healthcare and permanent job positions. Mm-hmm. And then for homelessness, another big thing here in Nome is homelessness mostly from alcohol abuse. Like we have a lot of bars in Nome, and we're like there's categories of dry, damp, and wet. And we're a wet like village with alcohol. And it's just a problem. And we made that resolution for resources, like not only for rehab and shelter, but food, water, and transportation for like, and healthcare. Just, I feel like if they have those things that you need to live, like that they're lacking, the resources for, then that would help and be a big step towards sobriety or being able to get a job again in a good sustainability.
And so what motivates you to speak on these kinds of topics?
One thing is noticing that youth don't have a voice everywhere in Alaska. And I know that for the most part, the youth that does have a voice, got it because they pushed themselves and spoke up. That's not something that was given in the same way. We had to work for it, or each person had to work to be heard and respected. Another reason is because we are the future. We shouldn't wait to work on these issues and make our communities better. The resources and lifestyle, trying to make that as good as we can for everyone in Alaska. So it's just taking the next step. I learned to be really confident standing up for other people. Growing up, if I saw bullying, then I would speak up right away. And things like that, whenever I see other people in need of help, I don't hesitate to try my best to get it for them. What I use to stand up for myself is trying to think of my community behind me, their support. It is pretty challenging for me to speak up for myself, but when I think of that and all the support that I have, that helps.
What would be your advice for someone who might be struggling either with their identity as a Native person or their own voice to speak up?
I would say everyone starts off scared or nervous because it's a big thing to talk about important issues, especially at a younger age than everyone around you. Gaining that respect from everyone. But if you look around, there's a lot of youth that are trying to fight exactly that and make sure that everyone around isn't afraid to speak out. And youth, we have our own perspective. Each generation, I feel has different perspectives and different experiences and lives and all of that. So I'd just say that you're not alone and we're fighting this together and being strong as a community and helping one another and building each other up. Worst case scenario, you'll learn something.
This has been a Village City podcast featuring Katlyn Smith. Uyarakq Katlyn for sharing your story. Village City is a lifestyle campaign connecting rural and urban youth across the state of Alaska. A project brought to you by Native Time in partnership with the Alaska Humanities Forum. Native Time is now and Village City is right here. The music for this episode was created by Aqqalu, also known as Uyarakq, and Ukila, also known as Byron Nicholai. Their music is available on all platforms. I'm Alice Kaniklen, over and out.